Welcome back to 8121 NFL Talk, Week 9, another 8121 Media Group production.
Yeah, what she said. 8121 NFL Talk, Week
9.
Week 9 just finished, and we got things to talk about.
All right, I'm going to let you start it off.
Yeah. So first, before I get started, let me drop that NFC East logo about right there. All right. So 8121 NFL Talk, we got to do our people first.
Of course.
We're going to come out the box.
NFC East.
NFC East. The first game I want to start with in the NFC East would be the Giants and the Raiders.
Ooh, the Giants and the Raiders.
The Giants and the Raiders. I will say this. I want Tyrod back.
Y'all need Tyrod back.
I need Tyrod back, even though
so much of the want.
Even though Daniel Jones came back and he tried, but he ended up tearing his Achilles.
I thought it was his ACL.
ACL?
Yeah.
Is the Achilles and ACL the same thing?
No.
Okay, so he tore his ACL. And
anterior crucial ligament.
Okay, that what she said. So let's see. The third string quarterback, I think his name is DeVito. Okay. I felt bad for that boy out there. Because he looked like he was like, now? You want to play now?
And how many interceptions? Well, he played last week, remember?
Yeah, he played last week.
Against the Jets.
This week he had, I remember one interception.
Okay.
But, I mean, he didn't do a bad job. I think the Giants shouldn't have lost to the Raiders. But
they did.
30-6. There's not much more you can say about it.
I was getting ready saying they lost bad too.
And Davante Adams didn't have to go crazy because he is the best wide receiver in the NFL.
Davante said it was his time.
Yeah. And then also the Raiders got a new coach, ex-Giant, Super Bowl winner.
Antonio Pierce.
Yes.
There you go.
But, hey, Raiders did their thing. My boys went down, as you can see. No Giants jersey on.
Right, that's so wrong. You need to have your jersey on regardless if they win.
I'm hard on these fools. Get me a dub.
Okay, all right.
Get me a dub. But yeah, so 30.
The jersey's just going to waste.
Yeah, so 30-6. Giants lost. Making it at that point, the NFC East was 0-1.
0-1.
0-1.
Hit the mic.
So let's move it along. Who we got next?
Who you want to talk about next?
I want Washington.
Okay.
Washington and New England. Washington. I heard the commentator say that Riverboat Ron said, "I found my guy."
He found his guy.
I
mean, Sam Howell.
Yeah,
he looking good out there.
He looking good. He throwing them things. He getting out of the pocket. They gritty. And now I know for sure the Giants will come in last place. I know for sure.
Oh Lord.
They coming in last place. But yeah, so talk about that game.
I mean, there ain't too much to talk about. I didn't really watch that game. I jumped in and out, but I know that number one, Jahan Dotson
and McLaurin,
but I'm talking about that catch that Jahan got.
Yeah, I thought it was an interception.
I thought it was an interception too, but he got that. But yeah, McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, and I think Gibson was one of the standouts on Sunday. So they did their thing. I mean, Sam Howell, he be scrambling, getting out of the pocket. He uses legs if he have to. He just,
Well, here's the thing. Good game. They did their thing. I'm looking at New England and Mac Jones, and I'm saying to myself, is it time for Belichick to go? Is his style of football antiquated?
I think so.
You think so?
I think it's time for him to hang up the coaching hat and move on and let somebody else come on and take that job.
You know how they have those? They used to have those things on the internet, prank calls. I think what's his name for Steve Harvey does it. What's his name?
Nephew Tommy.
Nephew Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I could do that to Belichick. I feel like I can call him and say, when he answers the phone, let's do this. Say hello.
Hello.
It's hard out here in these streets. Ain't no Brady.
Who is this?
Don't worry about who it is. No Brady.
Get off my phone.
It's hard out here in
Get
the
off
streets.
my phone.
It's hard out here. No Brady.
Is that a prank call though? That's just the truth.
Yeah, that's the truth. It's hard out here in these streets with no Brady.
It's hard.
Man, them 6 Super Bowls in New England looking far and far away. You know how Star Wars started off?
Yeah,
in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Far, far away.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well.
So, yeah, Washington, they playing gritty.
Mm-hmm.
They got energy. I think your boys got them next week.
Who?
Washington.
Who got them next week?
Cowboys.
I thought we got y'all next week.
I thought it was. It might be. It might be.
I think we got y'all.
Yeah,
next
look
week.
that up real quick.
I think that we are playing the G-Men.
Yeah. And I don't know if Tyrod is back, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah, but whoever they play.
Oh yeah, we got y'all.
You got the Giants.
We got them Giants.
Who Washington got next week?
Washington got them Seahawks.
Ooh.
They gonna be all right. I believe that the command. Well, we're not on our picks yet. Come on, let's just move on.
Keep a check mark next to Seahawks. We're gonna talk about them a little bit later.
Okay.
So next, what's the next game?
Well, we gotta talk about my boys and them Eagles.
Your boys. My pick for game of the week.
I mean, it was a really good game.
Really
good game. And for all y'all Dak haters out there,
Dak did his thing.
Dak did his thing. He was not the reason why the Cowboys lost the game.
Josh Allen. Remember, I was making that comparison in the beginning. Josh Allen threw an interception yesterday. We get back to that.
Okay.
I digress.
So we played a good game. I think we had some bad calls from the refs. You know, hey, it happens. I saw a meme where they was I saw a meme where the ref was shaking Nick Sirianni's hand, and the caption for it said, "Hey, good game. You got that money for me? Yes, already in your bank account."
Yeah. Hey. It is what it is. I mean,
but I think that if CD, you know you're my boy. I love you, CD, but I think you was trying to be a little bit too pretty on Sunday. Because, I mean, you twisted your way out of the first down. And then,
he twisted his way out of a couple of first downs.
Right.
Now, that last pass, if anybody watched the game, scores 23-28. Dak had already stepped out of bounds for that
the two-point
conversion. Your kicker,
Aubrey.
he missed a field goal.
He missed the extra point.
Okay, he missed something. I forgot what it was.
No, wait a minute. He didn't miss the extra point because they went for the 2-point conversion.
Right. It was something that happened.
Okay.
But that last play, because I was talking to my man on the phone, that last play, Philly played like a defense where they put the linebackers, cornerbacks kind of across the goal line.
Yeah.
Right. So anything within that.
Yeah, they were shutting it down.
You can catch. You can catch it at the 5-yard line, the 6-yard line, whatever, but you're not crossing that goal line.
Right.
But even then, I felt that if CD wasn't dancing and he would have made a straight beeline and try to push somebody back into the end zone, maybe he could have got in.
Maybe.
But he didn't.
But it was a good game. So
it was a good game.
We didn't win, but we played hard, and it was a good game.
Who was it, left tackle or right tackle?
Left tackle.
He got toe up all night.
All night.
I
don't know why they
all night.
But hey.
Hey.
Because like I told you, it was too much Dak getting pressure on Dak.
And he was handling
Dak getting
it. He
pressure.
was getting out of the pocket.
He was, but he shouldn't have to been scrambling like that because the O-line should have had him locked in. because they sacked Jalen once. They pressured Jalen some, but his O-line was protecting him more than our O-line was protecting Dak.
Yes, but they put some pressure on the Eagles, and vice versa. The Eagles put pressure on them. You know what? Actually, they say that this victory might prove who's the best in the NFC East. I'm going out on a limb here.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't prove much for me. You see, when it's a game like that,
right?
I look at it, and I'm not a Dallas fan, but I look at that game and I said, Dallas could have walked away with a victory.
They could,
which means possibility, maybe down the line, they could beat them.
Well, you know, it's always 1-1 in the regular season.
When I say down the line, I'm talking about playoffs.
Yeah.
Maybe down the line playoffs, it could happen, but it's not here yet. As of Sunday, Dallas 23, Philadelphia 28.
Yeah, that makes Philly 8-1.
Advances to 8-1. Dallas 5-3.
5-3.
They are in second place in NFC East.
Yeah.
I think Washington has four victories, 4 and 5.
Yes.
4 and 5.
Yeah, 4 and 5.
And the Giants are 2 and 7. They're bringing up the rear.
The rear.
So, in the NFC East went 1, 2, and 2.
Yeah.
2 wins, 2 losses.
Yeah.
You good with that?
I can't help but to be good
right.
with it.
The 2 losers in the division were Dallas and the Giants, and the 2 winners were the Redskins. Oh my God.
The Commanders.
The Commanders.
And the Eagles.
I'm so Eagles, old school. You got to remember, I was watching football at Payne School.
Yeah.
In the 70s. In the 70s. I was watching that Super Bowl.
America, that was so long ago.
I was watching that Super Bowl when Doug Williams won.
We so old.
Old. Old. Well, I ain't that old.
But we look good.
I'm all right.
Smile for America. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah. So from here, let's go to your pick for game of the week.
My pick for game of the week? I really didn't have a pick for game of the week.
So I'm assuming it's going to be them boys and them Eagles.
Yeah, that's my pick.
Birds.
But let's move on to the games that was interesting.
The games that were interesting, well, the top of my list was Buffalo and Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Joe Burrow is back.
He is back, y'all.
He is back, and he was throwing that thing around.
And he was moving. I think he finally got the confidence back.
You're saying confidence?
In his ankle.
Okay, confidence in his ankle.
Yeah, because I think he was a little
hesitant.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's understandable, right?
Yeah, yeah. I do believe that Cincinnati has Buffalo's number.
It looked like it to me.
It looks like it. I think
it looked like it to me.
I was looking at somebody on TV and they was making a case for the Bengals being the most dangerous team in the NFL. Because they went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago. 2 years ago, they beat Kansas City. They've beaten Buffalo. They've beaten Baltimore. They on the come up, right? So you got to be careful with them.
Okay.
You got to be careful. But that was my game of the week. Buffalo fought, but it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough.
Final score?
What was that final score? That final score was 24 Bengals, Buffalo 18.
You seem like you might be a little happy about that.
I'm not happy. I want to say what I want to say when I want to say it, but I don't want it to come across the wrong way.
Okay.
I put it this way. I look for a certain type of quarterback.
Oh, okay. All right.
So,
okay.
Yeah, I look for a certain type of quarterback. I like a quarterback that moves around a little bit. Josh Allen does move around.
He does.
He out here pointing at people going by.
Right.
Fine. And
which is crazy to me. Why they find that man for
taunting?
Pointing? That is not taunting. That's just telling you, hey, ha.
No, because if you're gonna get these quarterbacks get barely touched in this roughing the passer. So you can't have it both ways. You can't, and then somebody gonna hit you the next one. Yo, relax.
Okay.
That's the way I looked at it.
All right then.
You know what I'm saying? But that was my pick the game of the week.
Okay.
But Baltimore and the Seahawks was very interesting. Baltimore pulled that game out 37-3.
That's not pulling it out. That's just running over the Seahawks, right?
And they were looking. Defense was crazy. 2 interceptions, I think. Geno to Geno.
Yeah, I remember that.
2 interceptions. Lamar was picking the spots.
Lamar is looking good.
Yes, they were in control. Possibly, they looking like
Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least one of the top 3 teams in the NFL. I don't think Kansas City can beat them.
Who is your top 3 teams?
Now you gotta remember, it's not a static list. It's fluid. It's fluid.
As Stephen A. say, it's fluid.
Right now, I would have to go with the best record at number 1 would be Philly. After that, I would have to go with Baltimore with a 7-2 record.
Okay.
And after that, it gets kind of shaky. Who you got for number 3? Give me some more teams. Not you got for number 3, but give me some more teams.
Detroit.
They play tomorrow. Well, they play Thursday, right?
Do they got Thursday night football?
I'm not sure. I didn't hear anything about them this week unless it's a bye week. But I think it's too early for a bye week.
No, they play next Sunday. They got the Chargers, but didn't they?
Thanksgiving.
They had last Thursday night football, didn't they?
I am not sure.
I am not sure either, but I am getting ready to find out.
I'm old, so I don't be holding stuff in my head like that.
You hold some stuff in your head.
But, huh?
I said you hold some stuff in your head. Oh, they did have a bye week.
You had a bye week. Okay. So, Detroit, maybe number 3. I can't jump on the Dolphins bandwagon yet because the Dolphins don't beat the big boys.
The Dolphins are not consistent enough for me.
With the big boys. They beat the trash.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And plus Philly, Philly took care of them early.
Okay.
They lost to Buffalo too.
They did?
Yeah.
They did.
I think that's all their losses. I think. They might have 3 losses. I'm not sure. But I can't put them in the top 3. That's about it for me as far as the top 3.
Dolphins are 6-3.
They lost 3, right? And they lost to the Jets. Did they lose to the Jets?
I can't remember.
I don't remember. But anyway, I can't put them up there. Another team that people might want to put up there is these guys. But 3 losses. I hesitate with that because you have another team with 3 losses, and that would be San Francisco. But in a head-to-head, San Francisco beat Dallas.
Yeah. They did.
It gets kind of crazy. So, yeah, Detroit, 3, Baltimore, 2. Eagles, number 1.
Okay.
Who you got?
Well, Eagles is number 1, of course.
Okay.
With that 9-1. I mean that 8-1.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with Baltimore and then the Chiefs.
Baltimore and then the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Okay. You still holding on to that Chiefs.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, that's who we feel are the top teams. Now you're welcome to hit us in the comments and say you smoking crack or whatever. But that's what we feel are the top teams. I want to talk about somebody.
Okay, who are we going to talk about?
Mr. Stroud. C.J. Stroud for the Houston Texans.
Okay.
Incredible game. 470 yards. 5 touchdowns.
He had 5 touchdowns?
I think so.
Oh.
No interceptions. These young boys coming.
Yeah, and then since you're going to talk about the young boys, you got to make honorable mention of Dobbs. Got traded.
On a Wednesday, right?
On a Tuesday.
Tuesday and Wednesday, played on a Sunday.
Thought he was just going to be 3rd string, but the 2nd string Well, now the starter because Kirk Cousins is out, but the
second string
went down, and they was like, "Hey, get in the game."
Right.
On the sideline. Doing live snaps. Mm-hmm. Trying to get his cadence down and everything.
And also learning people's names.
Yeah, because he ain't know nobody's names.
And he went out there, and what'd he do? What'd he do to the Falcons?
Was it the Falcons? Yeah, it was the Falcons, right?
Falcons. 31-28.
Yeah, and what I liked was the locker room when the coach was talking about, he did this, but we're not going to talk about him because he's not here yet. But then when he came in, everybody was like, congratulating him and everything. Mm-hmm. That was good. Mm-hmm. That was good.
Mm-hmm. So my player of the week is Dobbs. Stroud. I'm sorry, CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud
for Houston, Texas. Mm-hmm. Actually, he been doing good the whole season.
He been doing good.
Is he a rookie? Yeah.
Yes.
I told you what I heard somebody saying.
Yeah, but I told you what they said.
I know that the Panthers are like
they should have got him instead of Bryce.
We should have got.
But the Panthers said that they are happy with their pick and that they feel that Bryce is going to be better for them in the long run.
Mm-hmm. If they say so.
Bryce gonna be okay.
That's what they saying out loud. Okay. But I'm telling you, in those offices in the back. Somebody saying.
But guess what though? The Panthers beat the Texans.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
But do the Panthers have a better record?
No, they do not. But I'm just saying they beat them.
Okay. They ain't got nobody throwing for 70.
My hand went to sleep.
Okay, so I mean that's pretty much it. I'm not talking about Colorado Buffaloes this week, unless you want to say something.
O-line.
O-line.
That's all I got to say.
O-line.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about them.
Okay.
I still rock with them.
Of course.
But it's my heart is too heavy.
It hurts.
My heart is too heavy.
It hurts.
Between the Giants
and the Buffs.
I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Up in here.
We forgot one game since you picked them for the number 3 team, the Chiefs.
Oh.
They played the Dolphins.
And who
exactly
won?
The Chiefs. Exactly what we was talking about. I expected
in Germany, right?
I think they played early in the morning.
In Frankfurt, yeah.
Tyreek. This camera right there.
Right there.
I expected you to turn up since you talk all that trash about Kansas City. I expected you to turn up. What happened?
What happened? And what did I say?
What did you say?
About that, talking all that, but just remember that when you was in Kansas City, you didn't have to get targeted as much as you did.
Right.
So, hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. And also, like we talked about, Kansas City could have played games with him and saying, I'm not trading him.
Right. But they let him go get his money.
And go get that money. Relax. Leave them boys alone.
They said, we can't pay you, but we'll let you go somewhere where you can't get paid.
Leave Mahomes alone.
My homeboy. As Shannon said.
That was the bar? Leave Mahomes alone. That was the bar?
Yeah, and my auto.
And leave Mahomes and my auto alone. Because they're out there playing for keeps.
Oh, man.
But, so that was it.
That's it.
Week 9.
Week 9.
Week 10. I
week
don't know what's going to be.
Week 10. Oh, let's talk about week 10.
Let's do this so we can get out of here.
Okay, yeah, because I got to go put those clothes up in the closet. Oh, yeah. So,
well, first of all, we know the Giants and the Cowboys.
Yes, Cowboys going to win. Y'all, Cowboys going to win. See all this? We going to win. Go ahead.
I got nothing to say.
Oh, okay.
Next.
And then we got, who are the Eagles playing? I think it might be their bye week. It is. The Eagles have a bye week.
Okay.
The Commanders are playing the Seahawks. I think the Commanders can pull it out.
Now listen. The Seahawks are 5-3, and they're among top teams in defense and offense. It's going to be tough. If the Commanders win that game, they're going to be barking right up the Cowboys' backside.
Commanders, you need to lose.
Okay, I got the Commanders.
I got them too, but you need to lose. Okay.
Okay. Is that it? That's everybody?
That's all that you want to know about?
For victories, we got the Commanders, we got the Cowboys.
Yep.
For losses, we got the Giants.
Yeah.
Philadelphia has a bye week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to know who Baltimore plays. My top three.
Baltimore will play.
Mm-hmm.
They will play the Browns.
Dub. It's a W.
Yeah.
And my number 2 team, well, Baltimore was number 2. My number 3 team, which is Detroit. This ain't Thanksgiving coming up. So.
Detroit will play the Chargers.
Win.
Okay.
So there you go.
There we are.
NFC East, our victors are Cowboys and the Commanders.
Yes.
The Eagles have a bye week, and we have 2 NFC East teams playing against each other. So somebody got to go down.
And it would be the Giants.
In this case, you're saying the Cowboys will win. I'm saying the Cowboys should win. I did this before a few weeks ago. The Cowboys should win. Whenever somebody says something like that, they're trying to tell you I want my team to win, but I ain't stupid.
Okay.
The Cowboys should win.
All right.
But I'll take I'll take a dub.
Okay.
Is that it?
I can't do that. Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah.
For 8121 NFL Talk.
Week 9.
I'm Abba Jr.
I'm Elon Diaz.
And we about to get out of here.